I gotta go into that, man. I gotta make a comment about that stuff, because let me tell you. There was a time, a long time ago, that people nowadays don't even realize. People don't realize so long ago the history of the 90s and the mentality of the way the public and teachers and schools and parents and grandparents perceived the people of the 80s and 90s who played D&D, who played Magic cards, who played even people who played early video games. Oh my God, are you playing that Wolfenstein game? Oh my goodness. That's unacceptable, Timmy. That's unacceptable. We are a family where you do your studies and your homework and shit. That's what I grew up in. Everyone playing Magic now, it's like a first world, hashtag socially acceptable. Everybody's just happy. You can go around and be like, yeah, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, hey, yeah, I play Magic. Oh, you do? Oh, that's cool. Hey, guess what? Girls play Magic now. Oh, yeah, wow. And some of them are pretty damn good. But back in the day, it wasn't like that, man. I want to refresh a lot of, because most people playing Magic now did not play back in the day. When I started playing, when some of the other people started playing. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize how the original cards were with the ante and the gambling and all these satanic pentagrams. It was ridiculous. I mean, back in the day, back in the day, if Halloween time, like Legends, we had Hell's Caretakers. Man, that's the kind of shit we got back in the day. I mean, it was amazing. Look at the artwork on that. Are you kidding me? I would go to 4 years of art school just to be able to draw shit like that. That's the kind of stuff they did back in the day. Nowadays, they don't do that. But back in the day, dude, back in the day we had awesome stuff, man. I mean, Hellfire. Shit was like hell during Halloween. We didn't even care. They'd make cards that were literally demonic torment. Just to demonically torment the crap out of your soul. That's what they did back then. Then, there was so much horror in the damn game, they named the card Horror of Horrors. They just put two of the same word and said, shit, there's enough horror in there. Why the hell not? That's what they did. I mean, literally, after that, damn Hellswarm would come along. Slap you in the face. That's why people who played Magic had slap marks on their face. You know? And then, after that, eventually people playing Magic for so long, their damn soul would be lost. You know why? Because that's what Magic did to you. Oh, it's evil. Can't let your kids play. What would happen later on? Fucking Medusa would come along, scare the shit out of you, huh? That's what it was like back in the day. Nobody remembers any of it. Nope. Everything's ponies, rainbows, My Little Pony. You know, that's what it is nowadays. Everything's cool. Everything's kosher. Everything's happy. But nope. Back in the day, there were fallen angels everywhere, and there were flipping werewolves everywhere. It was ridiculous. Then what would happen? They'd siphon your soul off, and nobody would care. You know why? There'd be damn vampire bats flying in your face. Once again, there'd be glyphs everywhere, freaking people out, written on the walls. You go to the bathroom in your middle school, there'd be glyphs written on the wall, scaring the shit out of you. Then, your spirit would be shackled, you're completely screwed. That's what would happen. Ghosts of the damned would fly around in your face again. Again, slap marks on your face. Now, more importantly, back to things that actually matter. Price spikes. All Hallows Eve. You guys remember this stuff? Bought this bad boy for 30 bucks. I don't know, back in my day. Yeah, that kind of thing. You guys remember how awesome these cards were back in the day? These are awesome ass cards. Now we got the buyouts. They're still going on. There are people out there still doing the buyouts. They still exist. No one's making videos on them. Nobody's really talking about the buyouts. But sure enough, you go to MTG Stocks and Goldfish and MTG Fish Stock, anything you want to talk about, buyouts are still happening. So, honestly, $30 for All Hallows Eve back in the day, you gotta admit, that really is flipping underpriced. I can't believe this thing stayed like, what was it, 20, 30, 40 bucks for what, 10 years? I mean, come on, I mean, that's kind of... I mean, hashtag, I mean, you can't be surprised, right? So, you know, you look back at a lot of that stuff, and now, again, back in the day, we walked from everything was evil. Oh, you played Magic. Ugh, it's evil. That's what they would do. People thought you worshipped the damn devil if you played Magic back in the day. That's what they looked at everything as. I don't know why people were so damn bitter on it. It's like human nature in the public back then, like, couldn't handle or couldn't stomach, or just the tolerance level wasn't what it was today, you know? These stupid sixes out of here. Oh, you can't play Magic, that'll make you corrupt and evil. That's what would happen back then. And I don't know why. I never understood what caused that. You know? And you guys can comment, tell me what y'all think of, but I never understood to this day what caused people to be so damn freaking crazy of thinking Magic was like this devil-worshipping game. It was ridiculous. So I just figured I'd put 6s everywhere, you know, make me feel special, and, you know, throw back to the 90s. Hey, we're evil, right? You know, I never understood it. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it was justified back then because the cards were more raw, and now we're all advertiser effing friendly? Let's change topic. We got new commanders coming out. And they look pretty badass. I'm really happy about it. 4-color commanders. What do you guys think of that? Woo! 4-color commanders. You know? That was pretty cool. 4-color commanders coming out. You know, they do like 50 new cards with the commander sets. And I feel like they put more effort into commander now than they do conspiracy sets. And honestly, some of the regular sets. I feel like commander products get more loving and more attention to mechanics and detail than a lot of the new things nowadays. And you know, and I'm saying this after going through my anti-back in the day speech and Halloween and this and that. And I figured it was a good time to talk about All Hallows Eve and the you know, the price spike on it. But the new commander decks are pretty damn impressive. Too bad everybody sells them for like 130 to 150 bucks and everything, but I feel like overall these commander decks have been like Wizards sinks more resources into commander products than they seem to sink into some other sets nowadays, or specialty sets, or box sets, or planeswalker packs, or intro decks. And I would say fat packs, but apparently the word fat is not politically correct anymore. So we have to talk about our bundles. Oh yes, when you go to a fancy restaurant, we like to do bundles. I like to bundle my steak with your face. You know, that, I mean, that's how flippin' politically correct we are. You know? These new commanders? Pretty excited about these damn things. I'm really excited about these commanders. I'm pumped. I don't know if you guys are as pumped as I am about these things. More evil, hang on. Stupid stuff. You know, I am flippin' pumped about these things. I think these commander decks are pretty sweet. And I think, again, moving forward, commander products are going to kind of be the thing. I think they're going to continue to innovate. And these new commanders, where they're having partner as a mechanic, and you can actually have 2 commander cards on the field. Holy shit! I mean, nobody saw that shit coming. If you're telling me you saw that coming, you're full of crap. I know you didn't see that coming. It's like telling me that back in the day, you knew, if you took a time walk back in time, that you would know that Magic eventually was going to become mainstream and socially acceptable. Nobody can predict that stuff. And I predict these new commander sets, and moving forward, they're doing every year, are going to be very, very successful. And depending on the print run, I think it's even going to be potential investment material long term. Now, commander products run into a little bit of a different thing when you invest in them, and because the print runs are very high, they're very bulky for storage, and a lot of people always comment about the difficulty of things being bulky. So I do want to make a comment about that. So, because they are difficult to store, they are bulky, but I think they are going to retain a lot of long-term value, and especially ever since they started doing about 50 new cards per commander. You know, and the print runs are really high, and I don't see them doing that double print run again that they did years ago with Commander 2013 because of the Mind Seize deck. I don't see them revisiting that, because when they did that second print run, it didn't work out as well as I think they thought, because distributors ended up getting stuck with pallets of these things for a year or two past, I don't know, the maturity date, the expiration. I mean, 2014 Commander was out to the public. In 2013 Commander, the alternate versions were still in stock. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. And I don't see Wizards reprinting or doing anything like that anytime soon. So, which is another reason I think Commander products moving forward are probably going to be a little bit more conservative on the print runs. So I'd like to follow up on that. And with that being said, a while back ago I made a video on the Commander investing, just in general. And I made a comment about Commander 2014 that were like $150 for a set. They've been creeping up in price. And now, they're like 170, 180, 190 for the 2014 Commander sets. And they are sold out everywhere. No distributors have them. Wizards had last call on them like a year ago, year and a half ago. And the people who do have them, the stores that do have them left, the prices have been spiking pretty strong. So back to this new one coming out. I really like it. It's going to have a lot of potential, and I think I think the 2015 Commander is probably going to follow in the same footsteps as 2014 as far as price stabilizing and the price movement slowly moving up and creeping up. And it's one of those things that's quiet. People don't talk about it because nobody really calculates and follows expected value on a Commander product. People only follow expected value on regular products. More sixes, I missed them. So, I don't think people are going to focus as much as when these prices move on that kind of stuff. It's going to be more like a ninja movement. It's like I made the comment in the other video about how the Origins and the core sets were just slowly creeping up. It's like they're on a damn staircase and they're just ticking up. And everyone's looking the other direction. Misdirection, and no one's commented. There's no talk about, oh, hey, look at that expected value. Nobody mentions it. I just think it's also a side effect that Wizards pumps out so much damn product in our throats. Everybody's choking on products nowadays. I could go all kind of weird directions with that. The point is, because of that, it's almost like everyone is just numb to it and watered down and diluted to the mass amounts of products that are being thrown at us. And what happens is all these weird little things slip through the cracks, and people look back and go, yeah, I remember Commander 2014. Holy shit, 2014 Commander's $200 now. What? Why? The cards, did they go up much? Not really. What? What? And that's what happens. It's really weird. So, and I think it's a side effect of a lot of different things, mostly just the quantity of printing, and people just have, I don't know about the rest of the world, but overall, Americans have short attention spans. And in America, the average education level is pathetic. And the average American can be pretty damn stupid. I'm in Florida, and I'm embarrassed at times. I'm like, dude, people can just not think, and it's like they don't care. They don't think past their nose. They don't even know what's going on the next day. And, you bundle all these effects together between people, just the culture of it, and the mindset, and the living in the now generation. We're all entitled to everything. I think it all plays a part. I really do. It kind of all wraps nicely together to make weird things happen in my favorite unregistered market. I'm done rambling. This is Rudy with Alpha Investments. We're approaching the end of the month. I want to take a moment and thank everybody. As we approach Halloween, the ghost of Halloween, the ghost of magic, the history of magic, how magic is to be evil and satanic. And I just want to thank all everybody for supporting, subscribing, and helping me and my Patreon, and just the YouTube account, and just the amazingness of the community. I need to stop and take a minute, because it's been a lot of videos. And I've been pumping out a lot of videos lately because I really wanted to see what the difference would be. And a lot of people told me not to do daily videos or not to even do every other day because it'll burn people out. People get tired of me doing the same shit. And see, I don't know if that's true or not. I watch some other channels every day and it doesn't bother me, but, I don't have the huge film crews and I don't do all that stuff. So I don't really know. Hey, maybe I'll run out of material by next week and I'll fall into, a sinkhole from Alpha. Sinkhole? Okay. So, I don't know, but I just want to take a moment and thank everybody for supporting me, and I really, really appreciate it. It's really just changed my outview, changed my look and my lifestyle, and the amount of time I'm putting into the other parts of my businesses, and I'm slowly shifting more and more to YouTube to make more and more videos, because I love doing this, and I love connecting with the community. And this is coming from a guy who hates social networking. I don't even have a Facebook. I've finally started doing a Twitter account because of Kevin over at Darium's. He wouldn't give me a damn choice, and I'm finally doing this stuff, and, I'm not really that type of person, but I'm slowly easing into it. It's all because of you all, and if you guys weren't so supportive of something that I still, to this day, thought that the general public would not like me or the type of videos, but the overwhelming response has still been surprisingly not what I ever expected, and it's been amazing. So, this is Rudy with Alpha Investments. Everyone should be really excited with November and December's patron. It's going to be effing amazing. So I'm going to head out of here, and I'll let the Ghost of Magic take over from here. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is... It's mail time. It's creepy Rudy time. What's up? You seen anybody? Yeah? Look pretty good. I like that outfit. I didn't buy a whole lot this week. But the few things I did buy were ridiculous amounts. Like I didn't acquire a lot of diverse things in the last week or two, but I bought a lot of Dark Ascension. I bought a ton of Dark Ascension booster boxes. A lot. I mean a ton. These things, I bought a ton. I bought out an entire another store in South Carolina. Real nice guy. If you're watching, thank you very much. I bought a ton of Dark Ascension booster boxes. An entire store. Literally bought out an entire store. So, $400 a case is what I paid. You guys can do the math. I forgot what it came out to be. I don't remember what it was. $65 a booster box. 66, something like that. Again, I wanted to increase my exposure to Dark Ascension. I feel that Dark Ascension is kind of in the process of trying to figure out what the hell it wants to do. Dark Ascension is currently like this. Oh, I want to be one of the big boy sets. I'm going to... Wait, no. I'm kind of nervous. Dark Ascension doesn't know if it wants to go up, wants to go down, wants to stay the same. Doesn't know what the hell it wants to do right now. So I bought a ton of it. A shit ton of it. I am swimming and standing in Dark Ascension. Literally. I am in piles of Dark Ascension booster boxes. So, the price was good. The guy I bought it from was super nice. Awesome guy. I hope he can use the money. He said he was buying a house or doing something. Hopefully he didn't have any hurricane damage because he's on the coast in South Carolina. Said he needed the money. So I bought him out. I bought the whole store out. I figure $400 a case. I don't think I could really lose in something like that. I haven't checked the eBay's price, but I would assume it's around maybe 80, 90, maybe 100 a box. But, you know, Dark Ascension's been having a lot of cards going up in price lately. It's had a couple little buyout spikes. It's had a lot of the lower end 99-cent cards go to $2 or $3. Has a few cards that are actually over $10 now. It's actually getting activity. There's movement. There's actually bites on the cards. So, I mean, that alone is a huge first sign of some sort of stabilization in people moving in to buy it. These are all single cards, of course. I would assume there's still a shit ton of Dark Ascension booster boxes out there. I'm not going to say they're rare or they're becoming extinct, or I wouldn't say anything like that. I still think there's a shit ton of these things. I just felt like it just felt like the right thing to do. So, next thing I kind of got into was nothing really crazy, but it was finally time for me to buy. From the Vault lore. I finally bought the new From the Vault. Woody, I've been waiting forever. The price finally hit below the $40 price. So I picked up a case at $39.99 shipped. So probably $38.50 after credits and all that crap. Finally picked up a case of From the Vault lore. As everybody said, Rudy, when are you going to get From the Vault? Is the new one worth it? Well, it's finally worth it in my book. The prices was $60, $70 because of what Marie Liege and the token, Dark Depths. You know, I like it. I love the quality of these things. You know what the best part is? I told you before. The magnet. Worth the whole $40. The cards were free. So I finally got to add to my little From the Vault collection investment, blah, blah, blah. For $39 and change, $38 technically. Each, of course. I thought it was finally worth it. When they came out, people were selling for like 70, then 60s, then 50s. You know, it wasn't stabilizing. But now, it's finally hold on. Don't want to step on Dark Ascension. So it's finally stabilized at a price point that I feel is pretty good, which is high 30s, low 40s. Preferably low 30s to mid 30s if it gets there, but it's been dropping and dropping and dropping, and now it really feels it's in that bottoming process. They call it on Wall Street, it's in the consolidation phase, where you don't see the dips, you don't see the spikes. It's moving sideways. You see that consolidation, as they call it. Usually, when you find a couple weeks of consolidation, like in the market, whether you're tracking a stock or bond, that's usually a sign the market's finally finding its comfort place. the bids in the ass, the spread is narrowing. People finally have evaluated the investment or the product or the stock or the bond or the from the vault correctly. And I feel these cards have officially found their place at $40 a piece. I feel this is a good, respectable place to put your money in. If you can get these for 35 or less than 40, anything below that, I think it's a great entry point. I really do. A great cost basis to enjoy a nice set. And one of the things that's neat about these is, unlike booster boxes, you can actually open these things up and you can look at kind of the top few cards. You can read the pamphlet. You can actually, of course, be gentle. You can do all this stuff without breaking any actual seals. I love the magnet. Good lord. I don't know what it is about that pleasure. It's Creepy Rudy. Oh, so nice. So, I think it's worth it to pick up from the vault if you haven't done so already at $40 or below. I think normal buy it now is on eBay or maybe around 45 range. So, wait for an eBay promo. Wait for it to be 45. Wait for the 10% quarterly eBay cashback program. You can get it for 41. But then again, you will find people selling cases, for maybe around 200-ish, and that'll come out to be a little bit cheaper price because they can save on shipping and fees. So, that's it for From the Vault lore. I just want to pass that along. Next, this was a local purchase, kind of a weird one. I bought a bunch of loose packs. I bought stacks of all kinds of loose packs. The first one, I bought stacks of Homelands. Hang on, let's make some room. I bought stacks of 4th edition. I bought stacks of Ice Age. These old packs stick together sometimes. Gotta be careful to rip them open. Look at that! The guy even had some original, not 2015, original Modern Masters. Almost half a box. Remember, only 24 packs in a Modern Masters, so if you get 10 to 12 packs, it's actually wow. So, a bunch of Modern Master packs. A bunch of Weatherlight packs. Remember, these are loose packs. If you're ever going to be dealing in loose packs, if you do not own a store and you can't display them nicely, it's going to be more difficult for you to sell loose packs. I love selling loose packs locally. I think loose packs is a fantastic, it's a great way to make extra money for your store. It's a great way to make your shelves look beautiful. And overall, it's kind of a lower cost inventory method versus putting stacks of booster boxes on your shelf. And they look great the way they design them. So, anyway, let's keep going. The guy even had stacks of Tempest. Again, remember, all these packs are non-searchable. They have silver and gold foiling. You should be fine. And last but not least, my favorite, a bunch of Mercadian masks. Man. Remember that guy? What was that Squee Goblin dude? Oh man, these old packs, dude. You smell that? Creepy Rudy likes that shit. So, when you buy loose packs, don't let somebody come up to you and say, hey, a booster box of Mercadian mask sells for $500. I'm going to divide it by 36 booster packs. That's how much you owe me per pack. It doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. Booster packs sell at a discount when sold singly due to higher risk of box mapping back in the day. Not really too big of a thing anymore, but it can be. So, don't pay a booster box divided by 36 packs for a price. Just keep that in mind. That's not the way you calculate the value of booster packs. Just remember that. Usually what I like to do, let's do something simple, okay? Okay. Original Modern Masters booster box is what? $400, let's say? Let's say 400. I think it might be more. It might be 350. It might be 400. Let's say a full box of Modern Masters is $400. That comes out, there's 24 booster packs in Original Modern Masters. I mean, if they were $10 a pack, that'd be $240. If they were $20 a pack, it'd be $480. So we're going to say it's been around $17 a booster pack. If you do 24 times 17 to get around the 400 range. So, would I offer you $17 a pack? No. Good God. People are just... Ugh. So what you want to do is you usually want to figure out, remember, you have to put it at a discount. So if a sealed box is 400, immediately loose packs, I would use the multiplier. I would start at 300 and I would divide by 24 packs, okay? Which is probably going to come out to be maybe, what, $12 a pack? Which means I'm probably going to offer you $10 a booster pack if you have loose packs. Because I don't know, if you open 24 packs, open one of these packs, pulled a foil Tarmogoyf, and now you're just selling the rest. And you're going to hose everything. And that could be. It does happen. It's rare, but it does happen. So, just a little side note for buying and selling loose packs. I know most people don't do that, but I love loose packs. I don't know, it's a nostalgia thing. I like to walk around. I like to see all the colors on the shelf. You know, I like to grab them. You know, I like to smell the pack. I like to take them. I like to put them in my clothes. You know, you guys like doing that shit? I like that. You know, take the Homelands. Reminds me of back in the day. You know, I like buying loose packs. You know, you can just put them all over yourself, and it's still great. You know, yeah. Something's wrong with that pack. You know, you guys really want the packs now. So that's all I have to say. But I'm swimming in Dark Ascension. I'm expanding my position in Dark Ascension. I think I'm pretty good now, so it puts me at maybe between, you know, 150 range booster boxes of Dark Ascension. But, you know, so that's all I really have to say. This is Creepy Rudy Mail Time. Always being slightly just disgusting and irritable, and kind of makes you not want to buy it from me because you're like, dude, look how he treats those packs. The guy just fondled the packs. Why would I buy from that guy? If you want to buy from me now, I'm going to charge you fucking double. By the way, look at I want to show you the Dark Ascension boxes I'm standing in. I want to show you this. Look at that. I told you guys, I bought a shit ton of Dark Ascension booster boxes. And honestly, I think it was worth it. Sorry it's not too focused, but I think it was really worth it. I think these boxes are definitely going to be underpriced. These are not $66 booster boxes. These should be, I think retail right now, $100. And I think these should be a couple $100 booster boxes. Only time will tell. Thanks for supporting and watching. This is Rudy from Creepyland. Or anything, of course not. I mean, some of the new modern staples and Magic Online's a train wreck and all this crap, but overall, I don't see anything that worries me. So why are some of these weird older ones actually moving? And I haven't understood that, so I'm kind of hoping some other people would give me their opinions, because this is something I actually don't know. So now I want to move to something else. I want to move back to Ice Age. You guys know Ice Age and my nostalgia. I personally like it. I really wouldn't recommend people investing in it, because there's just not a lot of value in it at this time. It's only been 20 years. Maybe the next 20 years will be better. I don't know. But right now, I want to go back to Ice Age, because I feel like there's weird shit happening in that too. And here's my point. So Ice Age, first of all, I want to talk about Ice Age was, again, after 4th edition, which was when Wizards was growing like crazy, started printing shit like crazy, and all of a sudden, Ice Age comes out, they print a bazillion of it, and now there's not as many sealed boxes left anymore, but there's a ton of loose Ice Age cards, most of which are in terrible condition. No, everybody just, I mean, hell, I used to have packs of my own 60-card decks. I used to keep them in my backpack in my pocket in middle school of Ice Age. I mean, they are in crap condition. So, first I want to I want to paint a picture for all you young people out there that aren't aware of what actually used to happen with Ice Age and what the perception was. For example, Ice Age, when it came out, remember this? One of the original, is this the original Brainstorm? Was Ice Age the original? Look at that artwork. That guy needs to go to the dentist. You know, they got electrocuted. So back in the day, when Brainstorm actually came out, I think this is actually a common, nobody wanted it. Nobody played with it. Nobody gave a shit about it. And and today, Brainstorms and foil Brainstorms are still purchased every day from me, locally and online on eBay. And people buy them all day long. Back then, nobody wanted them. Literally. Nobody wanted them. It was ridiculous. These are the things in school, you folded it up and made paper airplanes, or you folded it into the little triangle football, and you kicked it to your friends in school. Nobody wanted it. Then, you had the land cycle in Ice Age. It was not really successful. People thought, why would I want these lands that hurt me? Why? What the hell is this shit? This is terrible. Nobody wanted these things back in the day. Nobody. Remember, this was still an era very fresh on the minds of the original, real dual lands. Nobody wanted them. So again, negative energy.